As you probably all know that by now that we've been involved in writing a book. Swami Radhananda and me and now Clea. And it's based on, it is my reflections. It's from my diary. So I thought tonight to just impress upon you what you have in your diaries and how to make them more what you really want them to be. Because reflection for Swami Radha was very important. She called it like the treasure chest that you could go back to, or the gold mine that you could mine with all your reflections and all the events of your life. And I had a journal, and I had the diary, and I had the reflections, but I never thought someone else would read them, or that I would have to say them out loud. So it's been a process of just accepting where I started and all the things that I worked through. And she has said over and over that it really is up to you what you do with what you have. And to look back and then be able to accept myself at the beginning, the middle, and then finally, it was a time when she wasn't there anymore, she died, and so then there's another part. But just to take myself in this book through that part of preparing to come and take over. And it happened so suddenly then after I was the president that she died. So when going back and looking through what I was experiencing all along was the preparation for what I had to do. And if you think spiritual life is easy, this isn't the place for you. It's very difficult to go through all those stages in yourself and in other people. And it's really through her teachings and capturing them for what I experienced with them, then to have that so much part of who I am now. Like, it's just going back and having not lost it. It's all there. And it really makes me understand myself more, but what spiritual life is about, and just what a gift I've been given in terms of the teachings. It really helped me through so many things. So there's some ways that you can, sometimes people say that they've just written, just comments or criticisms of themselves and other things that are happening. But how can you make it into that treasure chest? How can you begin to take what you have and really work with it? So that you're reporting on the events of your day, the thoughts, the interpretations, the questions that you have, and just seeing how you're working, how your mind is working. And then, you can draw on that again. You can go back and read it. Make your little summaries. And It's a formidable task to do this self-development. It's not something that comes easily. You have to work. And so you have to have somewhere where there's a place you can go back and look at what you've done. Look at what you're doing. Accepting the facts of your life as they are. And charting your own process. Like, no one needs to tell you. You don't need to reach out to someone else and get that mirroring back. You can mirror back right in your own reflections. You can discover your old traps, and you can even stop them before they happen again, if you develop that awareness. And you can begin to understand your intuition when it comes, and the reasoning part too. So you begin to have a fullness of your life. So you develop a practice of writing, of journaling, of observing, and building that awareness. Just what is happening, who you are. So it's possible then to have mastery over your life, where you're going, the choices you make. So it's good to have something that helps you, like bring some zest into your journaling. You want to stimulate your thinking. And one of the best things is asking yourself questions like, what's happening, and what I can do, and how does that feel? So you're stimulating your writing. So you can almost imagine that this is going to be very useful to you. So what are the insights that you have? What inspired me today? What were the choices I made? So if you can begin to see that there's always something happening that can be a learning. And then how do you put it into action so that it doesn't just stay in the book? What have you observed? What are your opinions? What did you risk? What did you go for safety instead of playing it safe, instead of taking a risk on something? What did you express? What did you suppress? What did you want to look at? What didn't you want to look at? So you can also choose a quality that you want to develop and see it through. How am I doing on this? Like with patience or listening. And you can review your ideals. So like you can do your writing, and then at the end of the week you can look it over. It's just like when we're doing things in class, we write things down, and then at the end of the day you read through everything to see what you've written, because already it's fading away. You have to draw it back in and knit it back into your life. So it's the depth of your understanding that counts, and it's up to you. Don't just skim the top, the surface. Go deeper with your understanding.